You think you know the rules, right? You've flown before, you've packed a carry-on plenty of times, and you feel confident you're doing everything the right way.
I used to think the same. And then one flight proved me wrong. My perfectly packed bag was taken at the gate, my laptop ended up in the cargo hold, and I spent the whole trip praying nothing got damaged.
That's when I realized this system isn't here to help you. It's built to trip you up. Overhead bins fill up fast, security rules change depending on the officer, and gate agents can pull your bag with zero warning. You can follow every rule and still lose money, time, and control of your trip. In this video, I'm going to show you what everyone still gets wrong about carry-on travel and the simple counter moves airlines don't expect you to know. Once you understand these, you'll travel calmer, smarter, and way more prepared than everyone else around you. Let's dive in. Number 1, packing cubes are not what you think. Most travelers think packing cubes magically create more space in their carry-on, but that's not true. Regular cubes only organize your clothes, they don't compress anything. And that mistake leads to overpacking, heavy brick cubes that won't bend, stressed zippers, and a bag that looks suspiciously bulky to gate agents. That's how you end up being forced to gate check your carry-on even when it technically fits.
The real fix is simple. Use compression packing cubes, the ones with the second zipper that squeezes the air out, and combine them with a tight Ranger roll for each item.
And remember, don't pack them so hard that they turn into solid blocks. Leave a little bit of give. A flexible bag passes the squeeze test. A rock-solid one gets pulled every time. Number 2, the seat back pocket is a trap. The seat back pocket looks convenient, but it's one of the worst places to put anything valuable. When the person in front of you reclines, all that force presses straight into whatever you placed in that pocket, and laptops or tablets can crack instantly. It's also one of the dirtiest spots on the plane, full of crumbs, wrappers, and germs that rarely get cleaned. And when people rush to get off the aircraft, they forget passports, phones, and wallets in there more than anywhere else. Once you step off the plane, the chances of getting those items back drop fast. The smart move is simple. Keep your essentials in a small pouch inside your personal item under the seat. It stays clean, safe, within reach, and impossible to leave behind. Number 3, footwear that slows you down. Most travelers don't realize how much their shoes affect their entire airport experience. Boots with long laces, thick soles, or hidden metal pieces slow you down at security and often trigger the scanner, leading to extra checks and delays. Flip-flops seem convenient, but they're unsafe, uncomfortable for long airport walks, and offer almost no protection if you need to move quickly. And when your feet swell on the plane, tight or heavy shoes become painful fast. The smarter choice is simple. Slip-on sneakers or lightweight running shoes you can remove in seconds without holding up the line. Always wear socks so you're not stepping on dirty airport floors. The right shoes help you move faster, stay comfortable, and avoid getting pulled aside when every minute counts. Number 4, the panic packing profit trap. Most people wait until the morning of their flight to pack, and that's exactly when mistakes happen. When you're rushing, you forget essentials, throw liquids in the wrong place, misplace documents, and accept airport prices for things you should have packed at home. Airlines and airport shops rely on stressed travelers. They know rushed people pay more, miss rules, and get hit with gate check fees. Packing in a panic also means your bag ends up messy and heavy, making security slower and your flight more stressful. The fix is simple. Pack the night before and use a quick checklist on your phone for your essentials: ID, chargers, toiletries, medications, and clothes. Set an alarm for boarding time so you don't lose your overhead bin space. A calm start saves you money, time, and a lot of stress before you even reach the airport. Number 5, the personal item most travelers misuse.
Most travelers don't understand how important their personal item really is. They treat it like extra storage or use a tiny purse that can barely hold anything. But this bag is the only one guaranteed to stay with you, even if your carry-on gets taken away at the gate. When you choose the wrong personal item, you lose space, get flagged by gate agents, or end up checking a bag you wanted to keep. The smart move is to use a soft-sided backpack that fits under the seat, has a padded laptop sleeve, and enough room for your essentials. This is your safety net. Your ID, medications, charger, snacks, and even a spare shirt should live here. A well-chosen personal item keeps you organized, protected, and prepared if anything unexpected happens during your trip. Number 6. TSA rules that still catch people. Even after years of flying, travelers still get surprised by TSA's liquid and electronics rules. The 311 rule hasn't changed. Every liquid must be in a 3.4-ounce bottle. All bottles must fit in one clear quart-sized bag, and you only get one of these bags. It doesn't matter if your big lotion bottle is almost empty. If the container is too large, TSA will throw it away. People also forget that items like peanut butter, creams, gels, and even some cosmetics count as liquids too. Electronics cause just as many delays. If your laptop or tablet is buried deep in your bag, you'll slow down the entire line when TSA asks you to take it out.
The fix is simple. Keep your liquids in one clear bag at the top of your carry-on and place your laptop in an easy-access sleeve. When TSA asks, you should be able to pull everything out in seconds. Following these small rules saves you time, stress, and the pain of losing expensive items at security. Number 7. Overpacking your carry-on backfires. A lot of travelers try to squeeze everything they own into one carry-on to avoid checked bag fees, but this strategy almost always turns against them. An overstuffed bag becomes heavy, hard to close, and difficult to lift into the overhead bin. If you struggle too long or your bag looks overly bulky, a gate agent may step in and tell you it has to be checked, and suddenly you've lost the one bag you planned to keep with you. Overpacked bags also slow you down at security because you end up digging through layers of clothes just to find your liquids or laptop. The smarter approach is to lay out everything you want to bring, then remove half of it. Choose mix and match clothes, use compression cubes, and keep heavy items near the bottom. A lighter, cleaner carry-on not only saves your back, but also reduces the chance of losing your bag right before you board. And there you have it, the carry-on mistakes almost everyone still makes, and the simple fixes that can save you time, money, and stress every time you fly. Carry-on travel isn't just about packing a small bag. It's about understanding a system that's built to trip you up. But once you know these tricks, packing smarter, choosing the right personal item, following TSA rules, and keeping your essentials with you, you stay ahead of the problems most travelers never see coming. Now, tell me in the comments, what's the worst carry-on mistake you've ever made or watched someone else make? And if this helped you travel smarter, hit like and subscribe so you're always one step ahead on your next trip. Safe travels, and I'll see you in the next video.